All right, what up, YouTube? So back at it again. I'm actually gonna go over some quick rules of funding talent on their rules page, and then I'm gonna talk a little bit about more into price action. I know a lot of people were commenting price action, so I will talk about that. I hope that it's not a long video for you guys. So, anyways, let's hop into it. Let's get to it. So, some of the rules I want to touch base on is right here, EA bots. Now, a lot of funding talent members were screwing over the company by doing trade copiers. So I would not suggest getting somebody to hook you up with a trade copier system so that you can copy and follow the same results that the other trader is doing. You're gonna get flagged for this. So something very interesting. Monitoring the accounts. Okay, they do not monitor the account, but if you break a rule, their system's gonna automatically flag them, and they will look at it before they send you a review saying that if you are eligible to trade the account again. If not, then you have to buy the reset fee. Okay. Let's talk about this. The bi-weekly payments, I already got mine. I'm gonna get another. The next one is on the 17th of March, which I will update you guys on that. 2 weeks from now. Let's see here. Back to the aggressive model. A lot of people are asking about the live account stuff. It's all here now. What's really interesting is that once you no, no, not here, da, 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 da. Yeah, it says right here, once the trader builds their live account up to the demo account size. So if I build an actual 300K live account, I can't trade the demo account anymore. So then I would be focusing trading the live account, which that should be the full extent focus on, is to trade the live account, because you get a 90% profit split on the aggressive model plan, and they keep 10%. So how awesome is that, right? So this is where you can scale your own live account, but then again, you can withdraw profits, from the first of the month and the 15th of each month. So that's every 2 weeks if you do it right. And that should be something that you should be focusing on, especially if you're on the aggressive model, is getting paid out on your live account every 2 weeks, especially with 90% payout. And like I said, you gotta be careful because the max overall loss on the live account is 10% still. So if you like I said, with 300K live and you mess up a 30K margin that you can work with, um, man, all that hard work did not pay off because you did not discipline yourself on that one. So, like I said, I know that for this month of trading, it's, I don't know, it's this week of trading is all right. I mean, today we saw some volatility, but wasn't the way I was anticipating. But I mean, who knows? Well, let's talk about price action here. So right now, New York session is going to close here in like 20 minutes. Yeah, well, pretty much, like, I wouldn't even trade at this point. I would not trade at this point. It's 3:41 p.m. here in Chicago. So for you guys, like I said, it's already 4:40 p.m. in Eastern time. So there is really no point trading New York sessions at all. Within the last 2 hours New York sessions, I would not touch it at all. So that's on you, but it's my choice, and that's how I go by, especially for that time frame. So based on this, I'm expecting US dollar to come back down. It has been shooting up so high. Same thing with the dollar to the yen here. This thing has been on a massive move this whole week, along with USD Swiss franc. Now USD Swiss franc is already starting to come back down a little bit more, and then creating this doji candle here. Gold shot down pretty hard by creating that doji candle up here, where the bulls are riding this back up, back to almost to this at 1699 and 1700. So I'm expecting a pullback retracement during Tokyo sessions here. US 30, man, what a major move for US 30 here, guys. I mean, you can see US 30 drop almost 1,000 points in value, uh, like 950 points pretty much. So this thing is crazy for the amount of volatility that it got hit with Powell's speech. Fed Powell, the president of the Federal Reserve, pretty much, I can't believe the way he talked. He acted like he basically boosted the demand and inflation of the US dollar, pretty much. That's basically what it was. He acted like the economy's back up and going, and that we're hitting our inflation whatever 2%, whatever he's talking about. And then another thing that he mentioned that, oh yeah, unemployment isn't as bad. And I'm like, man, what the heck? Everything that he is saying is referring back to bringing good news for the US dollar. So that was pretty crazy. His speech was at around 11 a.m. Central time for me here in Chicago. So it was about noon for Eastern time, guys, for those that live on the East Coast by New York. So it was a major run. It was a bearish run for everything except for the US dollar. Like if you were to buy, like I said, if you were buying the US dollar, this thing shot up so high, right? I know we're on the 4 hour chart. Gold went down, not as much, but USD JPY was the major move back up. USD Swiss went up, pound went down, Euro went down quite a bit. UCAD shot itself back up, but now USD CAD is kind of stuck in between here. It's very undecisive. So this is a very good scenario to look at this week structure, right? Tomorrow's NFP. Today's Thursday, right? And I'm talking to you guys right now, around evening time for you guys, right? Late afternoon. You got to be prepared what's happening for NFP tomorrow. My prediction, okay? Now, you guys don't have to follow me on this, but my prediction for NFP, right? Here, let me talk about this. Well, no, 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 no. My FX book, my bad. My FX book, okay? My FX book. Go here, go to economic calendar. I don't, okay. Yeah, non-farm payroll. Now, non-farm payroll. I'm expecting bad news, bad like a sell, right? A strong sell for the US dollar and all the US dollar pairs tomorrow. Okay, the US dollar based pairs like selling USD JPY, selling USD Swiss franc, selling USD CAD. More likely, I would sell USD JPY and I would buy gold. That's just the easiest way to do it. If not, you can sell USD Swiss franc and buy euro to the dollar. That's another easy setup to go with. So now to trade non-farm payroll, I know I'm hopping from price action non-farm payroll, but tomorrow's non-farm payroll, so I won't be talking too much about this. So I have talking about non-farm payroll, the NFP, quite for almost. I've talked to like a lot of videos already, how I trade news. But in order for you to understand the NFP, right, you have to trade it. That's the ease. That's another thing that you need to focus on if you really want to trade high impact news. Trade NFP, trade all the central banks interest rates cuts, interest rate decisions, trade the president of the Feds, president central bank speeches, trade what else? I forget. Gross domestic products, all right. I wouldn't be focused too much on unemployment. Um, Usually those three things are the biggest thing: NFP, interest rates, and the central bank president's speeches. Those are the three biggest ones that I focus on, especially. But NFP is tomorrow. So my prediction, okay, you guys don't have to follow me on this. Just watch the markets if you're brand new, is that I'm expecting to sell the US dollar index. Okay. That's just my personal preference and personal decision. But anyways, let's go back to price action here. So these two horizontal lines, I'm just highlighting at the highs and lows of what has happened this week of March, right? So like for Australia, for example, like this is March right here, and this is the highest price so far for the month of March, and it's coming back to retest the low price of the beginning of March. Isn't that interesting? And now it looks like it wants to bounce back up, which is very possible for the upcoming session, which is Tokyo. So I wouldn't be surprised, right, if Australia and New Zealand would be a buy as a retracement going back up. You guys get what I'm saying? And that the US dollar would end up the US dollar would end up retracing back down for Tokyo sessions because it went up for its own session, which is New York sessions. If the US dollar index, this is how I look at patterns sometimes too, right? Now I know I'm going through a whole different, I know I'm going to like 4 or 5 different topics, okay? So I don't want to make this video too long. I'll probably talk for like another 2, 3 minutes and that's it. So so the pattern strategies, right? Like if the US dollar is actually going up for since it's been up since March here. Well, it came back down and retest this, but it bounced back up and retest higher. Okay. So, but let's talk about it, right? So, yeah, one day, Monday. So, yeah, so this is the fourth day. Isn't that crazy? It's just been up. But it got shot down on Tuesday. Wednesday came back up, and today's Thursday shot up even higher. So Wednesday was the kickoff to shoot it back up higher. So, how do you determine price on whatever price level you're looking at? And if you're looking at the price right now, what is the possible scenario? Are you going to sell the US dollar right now, or are you going to wait, or are you going to buy the US dollar? Those are your three options. If you're not going to wait and you are really anticipating that you want to get in the market right now, look at the time. There's no point getting in right now. It's 3 like right now it's 3:49 p.m. right now, and you really want to sell the US dollar index because you see this bearish doji candle on the 4 hour that's starting to create, but the markets are going to close for New York sessions, so the spreads are going to be so high, and it's only going to be Sydney sessions, and there's no point trading until Tokyo opens, which is going to be 2 hours from now. And you have to understand that, because I would never put anybody, you know, even my customers, if you are going to trade from now until Tokyo opens, you're going to lose a lot of money because the spreads are like triple and quadruple. You're going to pay swap fees, and the commission rates are even higher around this time. So why even bother trying to trade at this time? So I just want I just want you guys to understand that if you are anticipating a really strong move, wait till Tokyo opens and then play it out and trade it, within the first 2 hours. And if that goes your way with the further retracement, then cash out, within the first 2 hours, because you're going to be scalping. And that's basically what it is. And then after that, wait till midnight or wait till London opens, and you can scalp again within the first 2 hours of London. And then tomorrow's NFP, and you can scalp NFP all day for the first. I would like to scalp, me personally, I would scalp NFP when the news hits, the after news, like the post news events, like 30 minutes after, and then another one like within like the last hour of the overlap, which is like from 9 to 10. That's like the last overlap session hour of London with New York. That's for my time. But for you guys, if you live in the East Coast, it'd be from 10 to 11. But for me, it'd be 9 to 10. So other than that, that's just a quick video. I just want to wrap this up for you guys because I don't want to make this a long. I don't want to make any more long videos, because I don't want people to be. I don't want people to get bored watching me. I feel like sometimes I can talk forever. So, but anyways, yeah. Watch this quick video. Like I said, be prepared for NMP tomorrow. What could possibly happen? I will do a video recap for tomorrow, and what could possibly happen for the upcoming week, for the second week of March following the NFP post news. So other than that, stay tuned, guys. I wish you guys best of luck for trading for tomorrow. Do not trade NFP if you are brand new, because you're going to lose a lot of money. Just watch it so you understand how NFP works. And if you don't understand it, then just focus on what you can focus on, right? So don't get too caught up on just trying to read up on news, okay? Other than that, peace out, guys. Happy Thursday.